And one thing that I have to mention, for the people that are going to be watching this interview, there's a part that they're going to be hearing at the start of this interview, which is it's something that you said. You said you said most brands. What did you say? I don't know the exact words, but it had a hook part in it. So I'm definitely gonna take that part. I have to, just in case you see it, just know that this is where it
The
came from.
biggest mistake that they made.
Exactly. That one. That's a very strong hook. You know,
That's important for a social media manager to know.
exactly, So I'm just that person who loves hooks big time. Um, but just to get to what you're saying, um, I fully agree with you. I
Mhm.
fully agree with you. And just to make an example, now let me just take SB Media Empire for example. Now we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have YouTube, we have what else? I don't know all of them, but it's YouTube, it's Instagram, it's Facebook, not that much. And then it's LinkedIn, right? Now these three actually are the biggest ones that I would say we were utilizing. So what we did is we tried to test what we posted on Instagram, on LinkedIn,
Mhm.
and what was posted on LinkedIn, we tried it on YouTube.
Mhm.
Now you would think, since we posted things that are very effective, which have a lot of value, they all worked, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And the reason why they didn't, you mentioned it, which
Yeah.
is with different platforms comes different responsibilities.
Yeah.
And there's no way of putting it. It comes with different responsibilities. If you think that now that you're using Instagram, you're going to be posting the content that you're posting on TikTok, and then it's going to perform the same way that it does it's not going to work, you know?
Yeah.
And same thing goes if I post something on YouTube, if I take that same content that is on YouTube and then I send it to LinkedIn, it's
Mhm.
not going to work, right?
Yeah. 100%.
It may work if let's just make an example. I take the video, I turn it into a newsletter, then I post it on LinkedIn. It might work that way,
Yeah.
which goes back to you need to know how to structure every single you need to know the structure of each platform and how to utilize it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's
That
not
is,
a matter of what you post, but it's how you post it,
mhm. Yeah.
right? So
Another thing that I would like to add on to that is, for example, I've seen influencers or just content creators on, for example, Instagram, post a little snippet of of a YouTube video that they make, and then they have a link to say, watch the full video here. I feel like sometimes people do click on it and it does work out, but most of the time, especially with like a younger generation, if you look at the Gen Zs, um, even just speaking about myself, it does cause a little bit of frustration, if I can say that. Because I'm coming to this platform, I'm following you, I'm looking at your videos, and now you want to send me to another platform. You also see it with people who do part one, part two videos. People want convenience. They don't want to go out of their way to watch a video or to consume content. They want it in one place, and they want it to be as concise and informational as possible, but not overloading them with information. So I think that's also something that is important to note when you testing out different ways of social media and different platform specific strategies. So if you feel like posting a snippet on your Instagram is a way to get you more views on YouTube, sometimes it might not work because your audience wants something completely different. But obviously that comes down to your audience and the metrics that you are seeing on your side. But from an audience point of view, I think that you have to consider the pros and cons of it.
True, true. And just to add to that, um, sometimes it is also just a matter of knowing who you are targeting, knowing your ICP, basically your ideal customer. If you
Mhm.
don't know your ideal customer, then it tends to be very hard for you to be able to get what you want.
Mhm.
Now, if you are someone that posts today you post about marketing, tomorrow you post about relationships, dating, you post about
Mm.
you post about cars, you post it's very hard for you to get the people that you are that you want the
To
exact
build your community.
exactly, which means
Mm.
now even if you can try to send a person to another platform, they will not understand the value of what you're trying to do because that person loves your content that is maybe about cars,
Yeah.
not the dating one. Maybe that person
Mhm.
loves the dating, but not the the marketing or the business. And
Yeah.
that's another thing that plays a huge factor in it, which is important why you need to be very specific with the content that you create, especially as a brand. I don't know if you with
100%.
that.
Yeah. You have to be authentic. You have to have your own niche community, like your subject that you focus on. If you're a makeup content creator, a beauty content creator, stick to that. If you do want to dabble in other things, you can be like have two different type of content that you want people to indulge in, but then there your community would be split. So it won't be okay. I have even micro influencer, 10,000 followers only for my that are interested in beauty, or 10,000 only specifically interested in relationship or dating advice. It would be a split. So it could be 5,000, 5,000, or 7,000, 3,000. So that's why it's very important to have an idea of what exactly you want to post and then work on building your brand on that.
True, that is true. Um, and now that we are in that part, I think you thank you for getting in it. Yeah, that I have to say. And now while we're still there, and you've tried to dive into it, um, in terms of the authenticity side of it, I have to again agree with you there. And the reason why I am, it's because if you are not authentic with the content that you're creating, if you are not trying to make sure that the people that are watching your content, the people that now here's the thing. When people are watching your content, they are spending their time. There's other thousands of people that are creating the same content that you are creating. Now, if you are
Mhm.
doing the same thing that everyone is doing, how will the people that are trying to get what you want and the people that you are trying to get, how will they be able to know that, okay, this person is different in this certain way if you don't actually get to a point where you create content that is authentic? So,
So
okay.
yeah, I would say it's a very